Yes, welcome to a new video, guys. This is the review for the Peterborough match, the FA Cup and City match into the next round. Didn't have it all our own way, guys. Loads to discuss in this one. Before we do, just want to say a massive shout out to today's sponsor, the guys at OneFootball. OneFootball got a mega app that you can download completely for free on your phone and iPad and all that kind of stuff. When you download it, select whoever you support as your favourite team. Obviously, most of you be City fans, so select City as your favourite team. You get all the team news straight to your phone. I'm talking like team lineups, match reports, match in-game stats. They've got an in-game commentary as well in case you can't make the game and you're busy or something. They've also got loads of transfer rumours and speculation and transfer news on there as well, which is obviously getting ramped up now as we approach the summer and that. So go check it out, completely free to download. Link is in the description. QR code will be on screen as well, so you can use that. Massive shout out to OneFootball. Right, let's get into it then, Bray. So going into the game, we said before the game it wouldn't be an easy game, and it turned out to be quite difficult. And in fact, probably argue and probably say that Peterborough should have took the lead, man. They had a couple of good chances. Yeah,
Peterborough should have had 2 goals in that game, I think. Obviously, the first one that I'm thinking of is where Ake deflected. It was a very good save from Edison. Then again, I don't think that's one of the ones I'm thinking about. They had 2 chances in the box where they needed to connect with the ball better. They do that, and there was 2 glorious opportunities for a goal, and it had both of us sweating a little bit at that point. And obviously at that time it was still 0-0, so we hadn't scored our goals then, and that would have changed the game dramatically. But obviously it didn't come to happen. City ended up getting our 2 goals. And obviously we're going through, but they put up a fight. Defensively, Peterborough today were really, really good. They had obviously the bobbly pitch, and that was an issue, but defensively, I thought Peterborough were mint today.
Yeah, I also thought that we weren't great. That
is true.
I think it took us until Mahrez scored. We didn't have a single shot on target, and I think he scored in like the 65th minute or something like that.
Yeah,
around there anyway. So it took us over an hour to even just have a shot on goal, and that sort of just sums up how we're playing at the moment. You know, against Everton at the weekend, we were slow. You know, again, didn't really create too much, and you know, Richarlison had chances in that, didn't take him. Peterborough had chances today, didn't take him. We're getting lucky at the moment in terms of being able to just sort of nick wins, but it's got to change soon, guys, because we got some difficult games, especially United coming up at the weekend. Yeah. Tricky game. Obviously, we've got loads of stuff. We'll talk about that in separate videos. But, you know, today was purely and simply about just getting the win, moving into the next round. It don't matter if you win 1-0 or 7-0. It don't change anything. You know what I mean? You still just go through, just like the other winning teams. So, look, we got the job done. Great for us. And yeah, let's see who we get in the next round. I want to talk about Jack Grealish, bro. I thought he had a really good game today. I thought, you know, his goal was absolutely sublime. The ball from Foden in his own half, straight over the top, 1 touch on his right foot, 1 touch on his left foot, and it's in the back of the net. And you know, brilliant goal, sublime goal. But other than that, I thought his all-round game was all right. I don't think he got too much ball in the first half. We kept on going over to Mahrez, which I don't know why we're doing that, because that side of the pitch wasn't great. But I thought in the second half especially, I thought Grealish was really good.
Yeah, his work rate was incredible as well. He was all the players he was defending, you know what I mean, attacking wise, we were doing really well. He's one of the best players in our team at holding up the ball. That's why he's really good to have on the team. Say, like, if we're winning, we need to see out a result. He's good to bring on. He's like Mahrez in that sense. Mahrez always keeps the ball really well. But what Jack does, as much as he holds the ball up well, he keeps the ball right at his feet. Sometimes he'll knock it past kind of thing, but he drags the ball into the box. He gets the ball into the box, and he obviously, because you need a couple of people, players marking him. It offers space for the Zinchenko's, for the Gundogan's running into the box, which is really good, because that's you pretty much see it today. It was working, like, and it was all about patience and that. I mean, when in them situations, and people always say, like, about his goals and that, and he's not really scored that much despite him having a really good goal today. And it's because usually he is marked upon quite a bit, but that does offer space for our other players. But today, I just think he worked really, really well. I think you can look back at other games and think he looked out of place. But today, I didn't see that from him. He looked like, he looked like he meant to be there, which is different for Jack Grealish, because he's been getting a lot of heat recently. I know people say, yeah, it's only Peterborough, and I think the task for him now is to carry this form. Keep building on this form of today, and get better and better.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you are right. And it's the same with Mahrez, actually. Mahrez, how many times do we watch Mahrez and see 3 players marking Mahrez? And sometimes Mahrez has a quiet game. And generally, the reason that he's had a quiet game is because he's being marked by about 3 different people. Mahrez has obviously learned over the years being at City how to deal with that and how to still be able to impact the game. But even sometimes he still has quiet games. Jack Grealish has just come into this. When he was at Villa, he was never marked by 3 people in the Premier League. He'd be marked by 1. You know what I mean? So it's a different environment for him. It's different strategies again. How many times Villa play and have 78% of possession or whatever we had today? Very rarely. You know what I mean? So he's got to sort of learn how to adapt to this, and it's going to take some time. I think he's done all right so far this year. I don't think he's set the world on fire, but I don't think he's done bad. But today I thought he was really good. I thought he influenced the game. I thought as well, sometimes I saw him a little bit narrower. Like, a lot of the times I've seen him, he's been seriously out on the wing, more like Sane was. Yeah. But now, today, he was a little bit closer to the penalty area, which is, I think I'd want to see him closer to the penalty area because I think he can affect danger for the opposition there. So that's let us know what you think about him. Did you think he had a good game? I thought he had a great game, and the goal.
The goal was incredible.
It was absolutely insane. Half-time substitutions, centre-backs, both subbed off. Now, at the time, we both thought, and I guess most people thought, that this was a tactical change. Get Ake and Diaz off, who out the 4 are probably our worst players on the ball. You know, Laporte and Stones are definitely our 2 best ball-playing centre-backs. And we thought, oh yeah, tactical change by Pep. We're dominating the ball. Get our 2 best ball-playing centre-backs on. However, we have since found out that actually that wasn't the case. It wasn't a tactical change. And they both picked up slight knocks. Now, hopefully, it doesn't sound too serious. They should both be available for selection against United. Obviously, this will be still confirmed in the coming days. But it brought us on to a topic that we wanted to talk about. And we have spoke about this a few times, but it probably deserves a little bit more conversation. And maybe it deserves its own video. And it's, should Stones and Laporte play in games where we're obviously going to dominate the ball? Because these are clearly, bro, and you agree, these are clearly our best ball-playing centre-back. So what's the point in having Diaz in a team? Because what's Diaz's main strength? Diaz is our best defender.
Yeah, he's a classic defender.
You don't need to defend when you're having 78% of the ball. So why play him? Why have Ake play when you have 78% of the ball? Because he's not better than Laporte or Stones on the ball. So play them.
I think the Chelsea game was the perfect evidence of this. It worked really, really well against Chelsea. And everyone was like, what? Why is he not playing Diaz in that game? But then Chelsea just sit off. They sit off and let you play football. So as long as you trust Laporte or Stones to deal with someone like Lukaku, there or whoever is main striker, then you're at a massive advantage by playing these 2 because of the way that they can pass the ball. They're not like other centre-backs. Like the way that Laporte passes the ball onto the left-hand side, it's not like just a normal pass to feet. He'll pass it in front of the winger so they can run onto the ball. It's little stuff like that helps the attack. And it's the same with Stones on the other side. And how many times do we see Stones driving into midfield, popping off little passes? Like, the guy's been playing right back and doing bits.
Yeah.
The guy's so good on the ball. So it's situations like that, which why I know it was a forced change, but I do think it helped us.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think you've got Pep's got it obviously depends on fitness and that, which I don't think. I have a feeling that both knocks aren't serious. Hopefully they're not serious. But going into Saturday against United, who I think are going to try and counter-attack against us, are you going to do the same again? Would you go Stones and Laporte, drop Diaz, and have your 2 ball-playing centre-backs?
It's a very interesting conversation, and we've spoken about it a few times. And like I say, bro, we should probably do a video on it because there's so much that you can give pros and cons for all 4 players. So yeah, just thought we'd throw it in there. Let us know your thoughts on that one. Right, let's move into the player ratings, guys. These are decided by our extra club members. If you want to get involved, help support the channel, you can do. Link is in the description. So we'll fly through these guys because it was a pretty dull game. But Ederson got an 8.3. Did make a couple good saves again.
Yeah, he did again.
He's playing well at the moment, Ederson. There's some people out there, very few City fans, who think that Ederson isn't that good of a shot stopper. However, in recent matches, I think he's proven otherwise. Cancelo with a 7.5, Diaz 6.7, Ake 7.2, and Zinchenko, obviously captain in the side today as well, in support of Ukraine, gets a 9. So
that's big.
The defence didn't have too much to do today.
No, and I understand why. Obviously, Zinchenko got a 9 and stuff. I do think he had a bit of a weird game today, but I mean, it's to be expected with the current situations. Midfield wise, Fernandinho gets 7.6. We thought he'd come back into the side, gives Rodri a bit more rest. I don't know if that's what he needs. I don't know what Rodri needs at the moment. Just someone fix Rodri. Foden, man of the match, 9.2 in the midfield. When the lineups came out, we thought it was going to be Grealish in the mid, and I was actually well excited for it. However, I'm happy with Foden being in the midfield. And he played that second half. I think he played better the first half. I think he got more on the ball a bit, and he was pinging off passes from the deep, and he obviously got the assist.
And that ball to Grealish, I know we've already mentioned it, bro.
That's it. It's an incredible ball from Foden. It's wild.
Inch perfect from his own half.
From his own half. He did a similar thing when he was playing for England a couple of months back in the Euros, and Gundogan gets a 7.
Yeah, front three. Mahrez with a 7.9. Great finish. He struggled in the first half because that side of the pitch wasn't great, but in the second half he come more alive and obviously opened the scoring for us, which we really, really needed.
We needed that.
Gabby Jesus, I don't think it was his best game today. However, good to have him back in the side. I thought he showed a lot of energy, a lot of work rate, and almost had a great opportunity to open the scoring just at the end of the first half when Cancelo played the ball, and he chested it down really well. And if he hits the ball and gets it on target, highly likely it's going to be a goal, but he completely missed the ball. But yeah, good to have him back in this side, and you can see straight away that his energy and the stuff that he gives you. And Grealish gets an 8.8. Subs are on screen. Pep gets a 7.3, and the referee gets a 6.3. He didn't have too much to do today. So, yeah. So City proceed into the next round of the FA Cup. We're getting close to the big rounds now, guys. You know what I mean? We'll soon be at Wembley if we keep up this winning run in the FA Cup. So hopefully you have enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, please smash a thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the channel if you need. Go check out OneFootball. They've sponsored today's video. Completely free app to download. If you do download it, you really do help support the channel, so we appreciate it a lot. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit.